So that was the tutorial. We're back on my real character now. And this time we're gonna New Game Plus for real for real. Resume! Here we go. What a mess that was. Anyway, here I am. Doing everything I can. Holding on to what I am. Hey, Batteron. That's fine. Still in limbs, are ya, Corn? How'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. You ever heard of the place? The owner, Steelworm, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly old reformed pirate types. If you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a bit of life back into the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. Damn. He doesn't know. He doesn't know about the... Anyway. He mentioned needing another hand or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions, the place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. So I could teleport there, but that's kind of ruining the spirit of what I'm trying to do here. The immersion of, hey, it's like I'm playing a new game again. So I'm just gonna fucking hoof it there. As long and annoying as that's gonna be. Let's go. Is it this way? I think it's this way. Yeah, here we go. Yeehaw! And I don't think you have a mount yet at this point in the story, so... Yeah, this is just gonna be me hoofing it. I could mount, but again, that sort of defeats the spirit of this. Is that... No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, okay, it's just a normal Gubu. I think the S rank in this map is a big-ass fucking Gubu, though, if I'm remembering correctly. I might not be, but I... Ooh. Is that lightning? Or was it... Lighting tomfuckery. I might just be seeing shit. Anyway. Let's go. Look at my dude. What a hero. What a hero. Uppies? Yeah. Yeah. Steelworm. Oh, you must be the adventurer Batteron promised to send along. Corn Sparrow, wasn't it? Hi. You honored his words, so that's a good start. I'm Steelworm, the old bastard, as Batteron likely described me, and this here is my humble orchard. Okay. A good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas. If you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to be the crew of my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merlwyb's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working the fields seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Cool. And then there's this twink. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. So much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Yeah, alright. I've a mind to set you a task, Sparrow, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand? It might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. With item level 5 or high... do I not? Oh, you were smoking crack. You like my claw shoes? Let's have a look at you, shall we? Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile, buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you'll have a little trouble getting their attention. Little trouble. Few. Cool. Ah, Sparrow, that aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we've met. I hope I've read you alright. For I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? Wait a minute. Did I not actually do the chores? Oh, I didn't actually do the chores. Oh, it's literally just the important bits. Well, that's kind of nice, actually. Yeah, good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. Wow, so this is like an abridged, like, DBZ Kai version of 14, doing it New Game Plus. Bitchin'. You will have heard rumors of the abductions. Aye, citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa as if plucked from the face of Highland, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure tattooed faces have been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Yeomen? Remember that South Park episode where they were fucking obsessed with saying yeomen over and over again? That was a weird day. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farm hands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumor, come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry and their work's suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. It's a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Good, lass. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. Okay. I suggest you begin by having a look around the Sea Song Grotto. Reports are to be believed our unwelcome visitors have occupied this place. Be careful though, Sparrow. I couldn't say for sure what manners of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? Oh my god, it really is just... Fuck the chaff, fuck the chores. Just go. Just do it. That's... You know what? For the purposes of this, yeah, I think I'm actually really okay with that. Nothing wrong with a chore every now and then, but goddamn if I don't want to do it on stream. I don't want to be just doing chores on stream just for the sake of, you know, the plot. Anyway, bees. 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 Hello? Investigate Sea Song Grotto. It's this place, right? Oh, right! It's the cave. Yeah. Okay, I forgot this place was here. Bogey! Oh, these little cuties. Spooky ghost mans. Oh, like cute. Anyway. It's a rock. Oh. It's a rock. Oh shit, there's words on the rock. There I die. There shall I die. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. I am... Anyway. Oh, I've arrived at a vista. Wait. Wait. Sightseeing. Emotes. Pray, how do I, where's pray? Oh, did I miss it? Did I miss the window? Oh man, this one's like super rare too. Damn. Or maybe, hang on. That was not it. Sightseeing? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I need to check the sightseeing law real quick. This one's actually super rare and hard to come by. Fuck. Hang on. Hang on. Sightseeing, which 3? Oh, it's not active yet. From 5 a.m. Well, what the fuck would you tell me about? Oh, whatever. I guess it's good that they tell you now. They didn't. Jesus Christ. They didn't used to. So that's neat. They didn't used to tell you if it was inactive, which was always monument. You're about to enter an instanced battle. Normal. Let's go.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide.
Wife?
I am the evening stars.
Cat wife?
I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die.
Cat wife. Cat wife.
Thus
Cat wife.
reads the sailor's requiem, carved into
Sorry, your
yonder
name's Cultured
stone.
Conjurer.
Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
You've seen me?
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark.
A goob!
Perhaps not.
It's a goober. Oh no.
As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence.
We gotta chomp the goober.
Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, such thoughts must wait.
Oh, okay.
Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Oh shit. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. Yeah. done something awry with this creature. Be on your guard. Oh. Am I missing because of my fucking shoes? Do I actually have to switch to a fight class when I do these? That's so annoying. Oh, and I don't have any AoEs yet. Where? The disruption of the ether draws others to the fray. I got it. Don't worry. Wow, I am. Focus on the battle, leave the tending of wounds to me. Okay. The creature falters, press the attack, and the battle will soon be won. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Yay, we did it. Bum, 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 bum. Aw, poor baby.
Phew.
God, this is so nice. Like, in the moment, like, the chores were annoying, but, like, they weren't... It was a chill vibe playing through them. I'm so glad they don't make you do the chores on replaying it through New Game Plus. That's really nice. Also, we got a rock. I can't tell if it's the water or the ice rock, but it's a rock. Ooh. We got a rock. Five medallions to go, Link. I mean, rocks to go. Hear, feel, think. Thank you, Heidelin. The darkness. Imprisoning me. What the fuck is that shit? Oh. Oh shit, the sky's falling. This is just like that time at the end of 1.0 when the sky fucking fell. That was weird.
Crystal bearer.
Seek less. Mommy rock.
I am Heidelin.
Oh wow, you're fucking tiny actually. I remember you being like fucking massive.
A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim.
Oh no, that sounds like a problem.
And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life.
Oh no.
For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
I mean, I'll try, but I'm not gonna make any promise. I just met you, man.
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Okay. Okay, now see that's the big one that I remember. That's a big rock.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves.
Jesus fucking Christ, the stupid feet.
Only
Wait, did I not unequip though? So I was just raw missing
light
then.
liveth in thy heart.
I forgot. Oh man, that's silly. Look, some other not real person. There are multiple people, a massive number even, online. playing a game together. Isn't that wonderful?
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
I will do as you command, Jesus. Oh wait, no, I'm dead. Never mind. Wait, no. I lived.
Awake again? Are we?
Bitch, you weren't even looking.
Aha! The poor
How did you
creature's
even-
fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's
Oh
back.
no!
I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope.
Oh.
It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion. Piratical being the most probable.
Let's kill some pirates.
In any event, you seem much
Sorry,
recovered from your
pirates.
sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether?
Dude, I don't know.
I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Sorry. Let me see. Where am I going? Wait a minute. I can fast travel to... Wait. I can return to Limsa. Hehehe. Because it's my house. I fucking live here. These are my freaks. My weirdos. Yeah. Aft Castle, I think is where I'm trying to go. No? Wait, what? Oh, fuck me. I was supposed to go to... Man, I'm stupid. I don't know why. I thought I was supposed to go to fucking... Yo, stale worm. I got some shit for you. Sparrow, right glad am I to see you safely return. My lads were all gabbing and hearing what sounded like all seven hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I fear I'd sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I hate to think we'd risk your life for naught. I got a knife. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? Aye, I'd agree that such a knife would be a part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take too kindly to your appearance on their doorstep, and set a maddened gubu on you. Aye, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto, a woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Y'shtola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Yeah, she's chill. She's a homie. Where trust should be lacking is those yeomen of mine who've yet to wholly relinquish their pirate paths. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Sparrow. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like you, this farm would be in a worse state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring them to the brighter future she deserves. Okay. God. Rain! Yeah. Washed up. That sea sloth Severin and his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stalewern would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Yeoman. Yeoman, I've come to deliver news. It seems you're all bastards and you're being, 50 gale on the Theon in blue. What are you waiting for in it? Yeah. Water. Water and water and water, water and water. Work, huh? Can't work when me hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last gill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Piss. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Steelwern's chores if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You got shit to do, bro. Fuck you think this is? Yeah. Yeah. What's up? Chillin'? Hell yeah. Who the fuck? You. Where the fuck am I looking for? Is this real? It's not real. Okay. Where in the gosh darn is this Broseph that I'm looking for? Oh wait, they're probably outside the wall. That makes sense. Sozai Rarzai. Bruh. Fuck are you doing? Ground? How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I had for breakfast. Breadsticks? What? Go off, how do you know? It's my breath, ain't it? Probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. I just as soon as get real food in me, but I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. Bro, okay. Cool cave. Well, now I have to get back up there. Hit. There we go. Aramis. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in me sailing days? Wanting slaughter? You bet your bosom I did, lass. Aye, those were the days. Yeah, I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. Did you just... worst part, the eyes are up here line doesn't work when you're 3 feet taller than the dude. I mean, it probably doesn't, right? Elmer's glue. So, Stale One sent you. And what do you reckon I say to that? Work is for the weak and witless. Damn right. Didn't get where I am by taking guff from any glorified gardeners. I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. Yeah, you better get your ass over there, fucking. Are you Jesus? How are you doing that? What? Oh. Anyway. Teverin! Oh no, Severin. Oh, this fucking... I'm Severin. You the old man's errand girl now. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on it and ride on out. I'm not level 15 yet. I don't have a chocobo. You dipshit. I think it's level 15, right? When do you get a mount in this game? I mean, I already have my mounts, but like, because I'm new game plussing, but like, what level so I can start using them? I think it was 15, right? I think. Steelworm. You continue to impress, lass. All but Severin are accounted for. It's no fault of yours, he squirmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. Rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Oh, maybe the chores aren't cut. It's just, it seemed like a chore was cut because it was weirdly picked. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I'm full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins! I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Sparrow. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Doubt. Press X to doubt. What's the doubt button in Eleanor? Press X to doubt. I don't remember this foliage being so foil. It's actually kind of nice. The graphical updates, like, actually really pleasant, like, generally, like, all the foliage around. Like, there was foliage before, but there's so much more now. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Severin, you bitch. Oh, wait, hang on. Almost forgot. You. What you doing? Bloody hells, I'm up the street without a paddle. You're a bitch. What's this now? Steelworm sent you for the oranges. Huh. It's the old bugger had known all this time. What does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of them goody-goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue me mates from them double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Oh, I can do that. I'm here to save you. Mug! Elmer's glue. I owe you one. I would have gotten away with myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. asshole. Sawzai. Rarzai. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. Will you get the fuck out of here? Arimbus. Arimbus. Severin sent ya. Huh. The way he flew out of here, I was sure he'd sold us downriver. Aw, Severin's got a heart of gold underneath the twink bastard. You think we'll see that again? You think we'll see anyone else like that again? Probably. You saved me, mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you this sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Austin and send him my regards. God, what a jackass. Oranges. Rhymes with doranges. Eh. Hit. Die, sheepy. Austin. What have we here? A delivery from Summerford Farms and a schedule. Huh, there's a first time for everything. Shut it, cop. Take your oranges and shove them up your ugly ass. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Stellarn's payment in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. Yeah, you better fucking... Ugh. Yeah. You stop fucking... What a guy. What a man. What a man. I love that man. Cute. And the base keeps running, and what is going on? I bet it's something annoying. That's okay. Tiny Mandragora. Back in one piece. That's a relief. How did you fare, Sparrow? Here's your money. This is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us short in favor of those gods-forsaken goblins. Yeah. You'd do well to mind yourself around that two-guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Gherkin. Bro, your name's Gherkin, what the fuck? Blast. At this rate, the crops will never be ready for the harvest. If only we had black loam, just a bit could send our stalks a-soaring. Well, that stalks is in plants. I don't think we have a stock market here in Limsa. It'd probably be, but I'll bet Rottweiler knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Rottweiler. Gimme. Yeah. Yo, that man's zooming. Good for him. Yeah. Jumping bees. Rottweiler. Oh, you weren't in the garden. You were outside of it. Hey, yo, bro, what's up? That Gherkin's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the aurochs that dwell there. Once you've 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to free wall at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Sure, man. Menuous. Yeah. Beauty of Linza. Once gentle aurochs living in the cook pot of grown balls since he arrived at the full one is menuous. No, I'm good. I just need this. Gimme. And then gimme. And then gimme. Fate's not doing, 'cause I'm fucking not doing that shit. I don't want to kill the cow. He's super nice and he's big, he's scary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grounded Raider. Wide loaf. Hell yeah, wide loaf. Free wall. Arg, even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. Here's some dirt. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Ah ha ha ha. Oh, don't tell me Gurkit and Rotwhite neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, surely you figured it out on your own, what, from the cloying stench? It comes from the Auroch's lair of all places. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us back the black loam. We can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Yes, fertilizer is usually made of shit. This is a known fact about fecal. It's bad for humans, good for plants. Plants fucking love that shit. They love fecal. Confounded pirates, they know nothing of tillin', only killin', stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. Okay, that's pretty fucking metal. They're biting the hen that feeds them. The mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself. If I hadn't sworn to Staleworn that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. Here we go. Shot. Bop. There we go. Free wall. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Sorry. Ah, good to see the tools back and in serviceable condition. which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Despite him meeting the pirates in secret I couldn't care less if the wastrel wouldn't work. When he consorts with cut purses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Staleware ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? Would ya? If I was a six... Never mind. I'm too white for that shit. Punching people by moonlight, punching people by daylight. There is no one that I will not punch. I'm gonna punch you in the face. Hell yeah. Oh, dude's cool. He's got a fucking weapon. Is glowing and shit. Probably got it by doing some cool shit, or he spent money on it, because it might be the Hildebrand. I don't actually know. Pirates making off with our tools. Freewell did well not to take matters into his own hands. The last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can make us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Cool, so what are we gonna do about it? I've come to expect a great deal from you, lass. You've never once let me down. Yet what I'd ask of you now goes beyond aught I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Broca. It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. Yeah, I get that vibe too. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. Suppose he reminds me of myself, a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. Oof. As for how to find him, I try asking Grinwida at the Aetherite. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Thank you. Grinwida. So upstairs, right? Grinwida. Hey, Grinwida. Nothing that passes through those gates escaped my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drink himself stupider. Cheeky sod said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give them the cuff around the ear for me, will ya? I'll think about it. Yep. Yep. Aw, the rain ended. Feels bad. That being said, the Limsa skyline's also always nice in this map. And there's Mount Doom over there just waiting to kill us all. Don't worry about that. And then we have this fucking contraption. Huh. Yeah. Elmer. Oh no, Elmer's glue. What happened, bud? How you doing? Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Uh-huh. claiming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It don't get no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready. But the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help them. Holy alliteration, Batman. Ooh, scenic waterfall. I bet nothing... Oh, fuck me. Man, I get to invest in this shit. Wow, pretty. Hey, Arambus. Arimhus. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. Oh, don't worry, I'll kill him. Tattooed man. So's I. Help is on the way. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that conniving bastard's debt. 2 arms. Yeah, let's fucking kill him. Whoops. Okay, there it is. Man, I need to learn to time that better. A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. Oh no, Data Boy, why are you doing this? Ugh. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest sharp change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the Serpent Reavers twice. You will not do so a 3rd time. Not the Serpent Reavers. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. Oh yeah, but... Organization! Oh, and his mask is black. Oh, mournful. Wait. Hang on. Oh wait, no, he's a black mask, he doesn't matter. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Oh no, it's a Rockman. Die, Rockman. I mean, it's kind of harmless. Oh. Rumble, rumble. You're strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Yeah? It's a Kone, you know? Like, I get it's early game, but impossible. Never has the golem been so sorely tested. It's dead, dude. Wanna come out, or... No? No. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. They're gone. How did they do that? Oh, God damn it. Hey, Yish. I'm gonna do Yish. So part of me wants to, like, give the Scions in the main cast, like, 4Kids era voice acting because it's a Realm Reborn. Not to talk shit about, like, the original voice cast of this game or 4Kids voice acting in general. Like, that's just what it was. Like, the voice actors in this game are good, but I think it's something of a meme that a lot of people prefer the cast from Heavensward onward. and I agree with that meme. Not to discredit any of the voice actors that did A Realm Reborn. They're all talented. They all did a great job. But the meme is funny, and I want to go with it, but I don't know how I want to handle Yish. Yeah, the snake slithered away. There we go. I am only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. A vision. Eh? Hiding. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Laminzan factions. Whom then do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? It's a mystery. Thinking. Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. Yeah. Must needs finds evidence. That's it. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis Swamp foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlian ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether. Yet now that I do, I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlian seem commonplace. What is it, small child? Here for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially makes that great hole of the sea its trading ground. Joined in the celebrations. Hullbreaker? What hole in the sea are they talking about? Oh, it's the Realm Reborn opening trailer, by the way. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow, but whence does it emanate? Seasong Grotto, perhaps? Back to reality. Up there go gravity. Well, that was weird. What have we here? Can you walk? Tis I. Regrettably, no, he eluded me. Understand, I will inform the Commodore. Oh shit. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has apprised me of all that transpired. His account shed some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They're the minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. Will you? But first, I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Staleworn will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word of him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Y'shtola. I'm a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in the hope that it might offer some clue as to our predicament. Hee. I'd say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms and I'll face the consequences. Okay. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me, maybe we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. Cool. Yeah. There we go. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Do 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 do. On the road again. Moon. Moon. Rottweiler. Stare. Hell yeah. Steel worm. Yeah. I knew you'd return. You stole a delivered Severn a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too, the lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver, a thrall to the Sahagins, 7 hells. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not but the fishbacks flunkies. Us pirates say much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see? But the Reavers have never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Lebenzins. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Salagan masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't say secrets for long around here, and word soon spread all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking, too busy soiling myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk about how you stood to the Reavers of the last. Of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm gonna hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. Aw. And I'll always be in your debt, Steelworm. You're gonna kiss. I owe you a debt too, Corn. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I could ask one more favor of you, it'd be this. Tell Batter on what's happened from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put in a good word for Severn if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets will listen to. Well, reckon I've asked all I can possibly ask of you. Safe travels, lass. Let's go back home. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm playing with my fucking audio mixer. Because the... Mubby. Bloody hells, life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jacket as hands out the punishment is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to keelhauling. Kindly gent that he is. Alright? I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now, it sounds to me like you've done everything old Staleworn asked of you, and more. Just to find me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lass. As for her reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning witch of mine. How'd you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with a free room and board? Eh? Venturing's a trying business, after all. Them as don't rest in bones every now and again tend to end up with broken bones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a bed for you, so make use of it. Hello. Hi, end guy. Not that you'll have much time for lying around, what with all the leaves you'll be doing. Oh, didn't I mention? I'm putting your name down for leaves. Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk could pay to avoid doing an honest day's labor. Just give Mockery a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. She'll always have some task or other for you to do. Hi there. Hi to Mockery. Oh, and it's all above board, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in here, unlike some pirates I could mention. I tell ya, if it turns out they'd ought to do with them kidnappers, there'd be 7 else to pay. A proper bleeding reckoning. Map, that's what Limsa needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to right it. But we'll have to time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. Yeah, I did it. This is recommendations. Whatever. I can go for another bit. Howdy, Faircorn. Ready and rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I have an idea of where you might try heading next. Have you heard of the Skylift out in Middle Enosia? If you've ever visited Wood Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo off up the cliff face. Hard labor that, and I hear they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs that no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation, bloke by the name of Workrit, and he'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. Oh, my ass cheeks. Man, I just want to be done with this. I did not remember this opening bit being so long. Ugh. Well, that's what I get. It's what I get for doing this all again. Really regretting that. Really regretting committing to not mounting for this. Oh boy. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, oh baby, please don't go. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Worth it. Bum 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 bum. Yup. Choco. Work right. Batterin sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will ya? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though. So this mess of wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. Yeah, this is a pretty fucked up cliff, ain't it? Glad I am to see you again, lass. A wagon driver just returned to a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity that sprang out from the million corn. There we go. The million cord ceiling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Yulf over at Swift Perch in Lenosha. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant. You deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an etherite in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. I see. I see how we do. Crab. 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 Look how angry his eyebrows are. Isn't he amazing? Anyway. Ba-na-na-na, ma-na-na-na. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-ba-da-ba-bum, ba-ba. Millencolin seedling. Tell me who you are. What you wanna become, and I'll tell if you're okay. Slug. Die, monster. Oh god, am I gonna get shit for this? Oh, that might be annoying. Swift Perch. Western Lenosha? Oh. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over there. On account of the... Hey, look, it's like I'm playing for the first time again. There's no mounts and teleporting. Isn't that great? How pretty. Baromets. What a silly plantoid. Yeah, don't ask how he does that. That's his little secret. I have many a shitty memory of this place. Having to do the fucking ARR relic quests here. Fucking Remon. Fuck you, Remon. Actually, you're kind of cool looking, but also fuck your stupid quest. Liulf. Has Namia herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood there were risks in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million corn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before disaster struck. Here's your corn, bro. Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you've undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to restore a modicum of hope to his residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, madam, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this ailing settlement? Sure, man. You there. Hey, Freelo. How you doing? You there, Venture. Cast your gaze towards the brewer's beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? I can't fucking see it. Cannot possibly be bright enough to guide ships sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could make a visit to Brewer's Beacon and see if aught has befallen Kansas, the lighthouse keeper. Which one's Brewer's Beacon? told me to look at it, but I can't fucking see shit. I'm too short. Oh, the lighthouse. Yeah. You can, yeah. There it is. All the fucking way over there. You know, I'm doing this to myself. I don't know why I'm complaining. You say a yellow jacket sent you here. Me light's grown dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb that fuels the me furnace has up and buggered off, you see. If I don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble on the water. I know you're just a messenger, lass, but I can tell a venture when I see one. I'm gonna need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw what ye ripped from its smoldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock. Somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. You got a nice fire going, and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lass. Oh boy. Now I'm catching bombs. What a thrilling, critically acclaimed, award-winning MMO, everybody. No, I'm being a jackass. Holy moly. That's a big boy. Why does he look like Jack Skellington? Torchlight. Cool. Yeah. So, how about them Oilers, huh? The Houston Oilers, they were a football team at one point. I think they existed. Maybe, I don't know. Kansas! All you need to do is take down that runaway bomb. Yeah. Ah, you got the ashy bastard, did ya? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you was gone, and Limlane cursed me if the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best I could, but I ain't no smitty. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours at Swiftperch and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. Okay. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Bird jump. Ooh, oh, baby, please don't go. Bum, 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 ba-dum. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. I don't remember the rest. Something, Chicago. Free loaf. Furnace is damaged, is it? Very well. I shall write up the relevant reports, but those repairs must needs to be effected without delay. Seems I have another favor to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorers Guild in Limsa and explain the situation to Forge Master Hananza. Fucking Hananza. Oh, man, I gotta wait fucking 9 seconds for a free teleport to my house. Fuck you. There. That's the one. Hananza. Papaya. Baya, 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 baya. Hananza. Hananza's really fucking cool, though. Look at this bitch. Fucking sunglasses, fucking coat. Love you, Hansa. Furnace in the brewer's beacon needs repairs. Buyer Godspeed, I just sent someone out to tinker with it, not a week past. Mayhap the bomb Hans had trapped in there was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Okay. What say you to taking on some work for Naldic and Vimelis? We have a great hulking warship to build and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Art Atbrim, the head of shipwright at the Morby Dry Docks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower Lenosia. That's also where you'll find the main offices of Naldic and Vimelis. The Morby Dry Docks is one of Liminza's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's aetheryte. If you've no confidence in your sense of directions, you'd be best served making use of the chocobo porters. First floor of the mizzenmast, in case you were wondering. Should you choose to take the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. Okay. Baya, 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 baya. Baya. And now we're here. This is one of my favorite, like, early maps, though. Like, middle and lower Lenosia are such a fucking vibe. Like, look at that. Look at that. Tell me this isn't a fucking vibe. I love Lenosia. Ooh, you're an A rank, aren't you? Cool. Well, that happened. Anyway. I don't know if lower Limsa is my favorite part of Limsa. I think it's actually... I think my favorite bit of Limsa's upper... That's the one with the lake, right? And the hot springs. I think that's my favorite map in this area. But this one and middle are real high up there. Like look at this. Look at how good this is. Look at how much of a 5 this is. How you doing, little dude? Oh. Anyway. Like, Gridania, I'm not a huge fan of Gridania. They're I think it's Northern Gridania that's kind of cool, that I like a lot. And then Thanalan has a map or two that's alright. But this place is it, dude. Like, the vibes here are immaculate. You won't find better. Well, there are a couple of better later on, but as far as the start of the game goes, like, this is it. Bum. Oh, I jumped the gun. Athlete. Yeah. Ow. What is? Oh, it's just reflected weird. I thought that man had a fucking relic saw. Bum ba da bum bum bum. At berm. Oh. Boat. Hey, dude. You have a missive for me from Forge Master Hananza. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon pass. Let's see it then. Here you are, champ. Blast and botheration. Another delay? I am well aware the sword is to skilled artisans, but this is unsufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? It's Corn, bro. Corn, is it? Well, Corn, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory. The first new vessel to grace the docks since the Calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It's a symbol of Lim's elements in rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we were striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the thalassocracy. Yet, even when such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end to odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Okay. Where in the 7 hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. Shipwright of mine, a young man named Firlsmid, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa Lominsa, but is yet to return. I have sent several missives to Hal Broda, but his replies are always the same. He does not ever recall seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Hal Broda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see to it that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Fuck yeah, dude. What a cool guy. Oh, I thought that was like a fucking Viper situation, but no, it was a scythe. Kanango. Crab. Crab people. Crab people. Talk like crab. Taste like people. Wait. Taste like crab. Talk like people. There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. What a beautiful morning in the... This is the wrong ass direction. I don't know what the... You know what? Since we're here, I'm pretty sure there's a thing over here. It's kind of interesting. I don't know when or if we'll ever be back here. I'm pretty sure around here somewhere. Oh, no, it's that way. Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm not doing it then. And then there's that cool-ass shit. Look at how cool that shit is. Fucking goose-splosion. Oh, wait. Yeah! Bones. All bones broken forever. Hal Broda. Eh? Is that so? Oh, right. I doubt your bullshit. Whoa. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave. Navigator, rest her soul. I know not of this Fearl's mid, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at the K have had enough trouble these past few suns, rather. What with the sinking of that Leminson cargo ship off the Salt Strand, I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders in off the grip. Okay. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you must certainly have the time to get that ass of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you may just run across this Fearl's mid everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the Navigator hasn't found him first. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Mega crab. Oh god. Hang on just a minute. I hope that helped. Oh god, my fucking nose. Goddamn allergies and sinuses and shit. Hi, I'm Fearl's mid. You say the foreman's wondering on me whereabouts? I thought he might be, but you must know I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I've caused. 2 nights past, I made the trek from the dry docks to Candlekeep Cay. Just as the foreman asked, the seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time he was halfway twixt shore and ship, the swells had risen to nigh on 10 yalms. 'Twasn't long before the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and he was flung headlong into the Leminson galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the Salt Strand. I's made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with kikiern, and I ain't a one with a sword. And now, you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. Got it. Got the rat people. Rats. Rats. We are the rats. We lurk at night, stalk at night. We are the rats. Think we'll make the giant rat that makes all the rules. I hope so. That'd be that'd be, yeah. Are you the giant rat that makes all the rules? Rats. Rats. We are the rats. We lurk at night, we stalk at night, we are the rats. That night I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long afore the wind round me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the 7 hells, and I woke to find myself washed ashore. And here I've been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. Here it is, bro. The missing parts. I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away. First I must stop by the cave so that I might pay me respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Atbrim that I'll be back at the dry docks by nightfall? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Yeah. You know what? I teased it earlier, but I think since we're on the way over there, might as well stop and have a look. I think that's only fair, right? Yeah. it's this way. Here it is. Shit. Wow. It's a rock with a symbol on it. So these rocks are sort of all over the place, in Realm Reborn specifically. I do believe that this one, that's Nymea's symbol, right? The spinner, I believe. So there's one for each of the 12 gods you can pick to worship. Mine is, hang on, Lemleyan, the Navigator, because I'm a pirate. And, yeah. That is a fucking cool chocobo barding. What the hell? Put fucking Sinanju chocobo. What the fuck? Strap some fucking holy shit. Hey, Abram. I'm relieved to hear that both Furl's mid and the supplies were unharmed, though it's foolish of him to believe that I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candle Cape Key were less a natural sort, than the sort of which the Sahagin have been known to conjure. Fish problems, then. Corn. While I originally had doubt about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Naldic and Femeles. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Why don't you like me? Sorry, what did I do? I don't remember what I did. Grimthada, head of the watch here at the Drive Docks, believed that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory. She requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I've recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa Laments endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handful of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. Wall. Oh no, it's over here. I think it's over here. There we go. Mimidoa. Aren't you? Yeah, you are! Yeah, I know you, you little bastard. Remember I wanted to invite your old mum to carousing with the locals and a mug of me strongest grog, but soon as I turned around she was gone like laughter on the morning after. Maybe when you grow into your boots I'll show you how a real hero celebrates it. Okay, so this is... I don't remember the context for this, but this is definitely after a couple of quests. Grimthada. Ah, yes, I had a feeling you would be the one Brim sent. Since you first arrived at the Morbi Dry Docks, I've had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It's simple protocol. You'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. That man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then. I assume Abram informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. See? I would have you approach the men, posing as a lost adventurer, and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Kanango, stationed near the rear gates, can provide you with an exact location of the camp. Cool. Bum ba da bum 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 ba dum bum bum. Kanango. Corn, haha, I knew it. No more sardines for Kanango. Tonight I shall dine in the finest salmon of the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some other of the guards on who Atbrim would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Why? Ah, the job. Yeah, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Naimia the Spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there are aware of that, though. Damn, I straight up forgot about this. Before we quit tonight, I'll try and see if I can find... Actually, there might not be time. I feel like I'm almost done for tonight. I've been going for 3 hours? That's a new record. Disreputable pirate. I'm giving you the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry a venturing ass back to whatever rock it is you crawled out from under. You see, I's had it up to it with me ears with your type roaming ales like they was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man can't enjoy a mug of rum without some shite breath out slander running up asking which is the way to the local levmate. 7 ales if I know, I'm a bloody god's damn it pirate. Thals bells, hell yeah, thals bells. Thals balls. Once we've my boy back, I'm putting this god's forsaken piss all of an island so far behind me ain't no one'll remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags, we've knives to sharpen. Did that make any sense? No, right? Anyway. But yeah, there are 12 of those stones in various maps. I'll try to point... If I go back to... When I quit for tonight and I go back to Limsa, I'll try to point it out if I remember where it is. That being said, I don't think I remember where it is, actually. So, anyway. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something. What is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be that their target was never the victory? Something's not right, and I won't sit idly by waiting for these pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Gorn. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Yeah, no problem. I am concerned, Gorn. It appears that the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry dock, so I must assume they mean to target the victory itself. That ship is the symbol of everything Limsa strives to become, and I will not allow those based scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, Corn, are just the woman to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. That way. Matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Urwist at the front gate or Kanango at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. I only speak with one of them, huh? That's interesting. Kanango. Hail, adventurer. Glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. The gods know our reports would sit on Grimthada's desk, gathering dust, if it weren't for the assistance of Associate yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Oh, this way. No, not up there. Here we go. So we're finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can... Shit. Damn it. If you know the words, you can join in too. Sailor. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. okay, man. You don't have to do this. Bah! Spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. What? Oh, hell no. Come on. Ah, damn. I'm not cool enough. Unless... Wait. Yeah! Ow. Here we go. Holy shit, you guys. There's a Batman on the roof, and he's screaming about... He's screaming about some crazy shit, man. We gotta kill him or something. Grim fodder. Proceed. That was an abrupt cut. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid. But what could these knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain, trouble at the shipyard. Oh god. Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates, out of nowhere. Struck me good. I'm fucking dying. Gods below, we are not prepared for this. The pirates, soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosives, and there's no time to lose. Corn, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I will see to this man's wounds. Then follow after. Make haste now. Yeah. Alright. Where am I going? Die, monster. Okay, this isn't really it. Boy, how you pirate him with a stick? Fucking Cooper family. Will you target? More abrupt cuts. I don't know why I said abridged. Gah, never reckoned it would be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but their plan worked like a charm. Da, what are you doing, you great bloody fool? Da, what are you doing, you great... Shut your trap, boy. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwoods into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is, what it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me, treacherous backstab and stuff. Oh, he's... okay. Imagine a boy of mine giving up of the pirate's life to become a shipwright, and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limland's wide green ocean made you take up these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense, Da. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era's over. Ah, I wondered why Atram never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. This ship's a symbol, alright, of everything that went wrong with the world. I mean to shatter into 100,000 pieces. Yeah, fuck it up. Grim thought a Corn, pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. On it. You don't have to tell me twice. I fucking love killing. Die, monster. Die, this is madness. Pirate don't abandon his treasures. My father, you must stop him. Leave him to us, Horn. Kanago to me. Oh. Yeah, Mummlejaw murders. I'll take the Mummlejaw. You focus on Atsapaffin. Alright, Ventura. Atsapaffin has a crazy glint in his eye. Really? Because he's kind of dead now. Please, you cannot let him win. I'm trying, man. No one ever expects the Mummlejaw mercenaries. Oh, ba-da-bum. Yay, we did we did it. I must be getting old, letting some green venture get the best of me. Dad. Why is the boat made of bricks? Maybe, oh, it might not be made of bricks. It might be made of wood. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did you? That's a good ass boat. Fucking proud or something. My thanks, Horn. I shudder to think what may have become of the Victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I'd best get to sorting out the docks. My thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Grimthoughta. Wafofio, Walking Dead generation. Ain't nobody asking for your patience. Sorry. Grimthoughta. What up? How fare you, Corn? I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa Lominsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are to truly keep the dry docks safe. Ibram apologizes. Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe we will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past his anguish is to see the Victory completed and in the water. Ah, by the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Reiner's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask you another favor. We'll meet we'll talk to Reiner in another stream. We'll see him later. Horn, in light of your role in recent events, there are a few others to whom I would entrust this task. Since we last spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of Atsafin, the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the Victory. This missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything which a proven enemy of Limsa Lominsa deems worthy of enciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jackets are wont to turn to Baderon and his convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this message to the proprietor of the Drowning Wrench, into his hand and no other. Do you understand? Yeah, bro. I'll do that. Oh boy. Baderon. I think this will be my last quest before I quit for tonight. Almost 3.5 hours. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ahoy there, Corn. I've been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. Atram's laid up the entire tale for me. Poor sod was still reeling at his old man's part in the business, but at least you kept the Victory from being sunk before he sailed. And for that I owe you my thanks. You've really made a name for yourself here in Limsa, lass. Folk know that when they need summat doing, you need summat doing? What might that be? Paper. You want someone to read a message with funny letters for you. And Grimthoughta thought I might know manners could. Well, let's see it then. I reckon I might know a canny bugger who can read stuff like this. Ugly sod by the name of Batteron. You know, you're like one of me regulars now, Corn. You never let me down, and Navigator helped me. I reckon I can trust you. Grim thought I was right to want this message deciphered. We've got us some trouble brewing here, and no mistake. Get ready for action, and I'll explain. And that does it for tonight's stream. I am pooped. My asshole is bleeding. Yeah. Yeah, this has been a good one. This has been a good... I'm surprised how well my internet's been keeping it together, in spite of the 55,000 dropped frames I'm reading. It didn't crash. That's an improvement over last night. So, yeah. Thank you everyone who showed up today. Thank you everyone for watching. You could have been anywhere else in the world. You chose to spend tonight with me. And for that, I appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed this quaint little FF14 adventure, and I promise, I super promise they get better. Maybe not soon, or in the immediate future, but I promise there's something here if you're willing to stick around with 14. Anyway, laters.